Hello friends, I am Prabhat Sharma and today we will learn how to monitor Microsoft SQL Server. How do you get a lot of these metrics around batch request rate, user connections, around pages, and specific information around locks, and information around transaction logs. We'll be using otel-collector to capture all of this information and send it to OpenObserve. Okay. The way otel-collector captures this information is via something called a SQL Server receiver. And SQL Server receiver can capture this information via two mechanisms. Either via Windows performance counters, okay, or if Windows performance counters are not available, then by directly connecting to the instance and querying it by running SQL queries. And this dashboard that I showed you, you can download this dashboard once you have data coming in from this particular repository. Okay? And you'll be up and running in no time. And here is an example of SQL query that otel-collector would actually run if you're directly connecting to the instance and not using performance counters. So I have a Windows instance here running in Azure, and I have an otel-collector binary and a config.yaml. I have stripped off all the other receivers and extra configuration to make this file simple and easy to understand. So we have two receivers here, SQL Server /auth1 and SQL Server. So if you use SQL Server /auth1, you'll have to provide username and password and server name and port number to connect to the SQL Server instance. And then it will run queries and get you that information. Ideally speaking, instead of doing this, you should actually be using Windows performance counters, this particular mechanism. But for whatever be the reason, if this does not work because the user which is running otel call contrib, okay, it's not running, does not have access to performance counters, then you can directly connect to the SQL Server instance. And here you have exporters. The exporter, the details around of OpenObserve server, and this is your pipeline for metrics. Your receivers can be either SQL Server auth1 or your SQL Server, depending on which one you are using, and then exporter, and which is this one. Okay. And then you can run it here. And once you run this otel call contrib.exe -config equals config.yaml, it will run, it will start capturing all the information and start sending it to OpenObserve. Okay. So, and this is how you will actually see the data once you import it, once you import the dashboard. Okay. And okay, let's look at the streams that we have. SQL Server. Okay, these are the SQL Server streams that you'll actually get. Okay, some 20 odd ones, and this will provide you all the information. Okay, so fairly straightforward here, not much to do. Once you're up and running, and you'll get the dashboards. You can also create alerts based on these. Ideally speaking, okay, so one more thing on running otel-collector on Windows. You will not be running otel-collector manually from a command line. You would ideally want to run it as a service. So here is a URL, OpenObserve/agents. And for Windows, this is what you will do. This is a command to run, a PowerShell command. You'll give the URL and authentication key. You can get all of these details for installing the otel-collector agent under ingestion menu in OpenObserve. So that is all for now. I hope you know how to monitor your SQL Server instances now. Okay. One more thing before we close. You'll notice that we don't see CPU, memory, IO details out here. And those can be collected via host matrix or other mechanisms. You don't really need, or you don't get these specific pieces of information uh, specific to SQL Server. Okay, and that is why I wanted to show this. In fact, this agent, if you collect this configuration already has configuration around collecting host metrics, which will and Windows performance counters, memory, and processor, a bunch of them. You'll be able to get a lot of those information by other mechanisms. So that's all, friends.